The Las Vegas Raiders will have their work cut out for them as we head into the 2024 NFL Draft. It's only a couple weeks away. We're almost losing our sanity, but we're almost there too. But there's going to be some things that they've got to figure out. And I think that specifically when it comes to star power, like we need to have stars on this team, but we also need to have balancing acts that kind of balance it out. That makes sense. But overall, the Raiders are in a spot where they need to get this roster in a spot where they are competing on a lot of different levels. And I think that in our latest Raiders mock draft, we're going to have the perfect balance of star power, but also players that could really make a difference. So, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, you'll see here, we're going to go ahead and bump up our latest Raiders mock draft at 13, 17. Maybe we just stick and pick this round. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it all kind of goes down. So, PFF, care for position of value, relatively high. Drafting for needs, also a little bit high. Going to go ahead and enter the draft. So, going to go ahead and start the draft here and really just see how things fall. Yeah, there we go. I'm not trading up. Like, I understand that there's going to be, let's see, Caleb Williams. Okay. I don't know how much of this actually happens. In fact, I would probably assume at least in the top 6, at least 3 or 4 quarterbacks are taken. The only quarterback that I think could make it out is Michael Penix Jr. And I think Jaden Daniels goes. I think, let's see. Yeah, Bo Nix is. I think Bo Nix is probably going to be a second or third round quarterback. Michael Penix is probably going to be in that 13 to 18 range. And I love Michael Penix. I think that you have a guy in Gardner Minshew who can kind of right the ship right now, and I don't think that necessarily you need to worry a lot about it. So you got J.J. McCarthy. Again, I think he'll be gone at that point, so I'm not really that worried about it. I say we trade because I want more stabs at the dartboard here. I understand that you've got some different things going on. I'm going to go with the Bengals. Bengals, what's up? Will you give me a 2 and a 6 to be able to just move down 5 spots? Thank you. I appreciate you. So, as far as this whole thing goes, we're back at 18. And I think that if you want your star quarterback, and again, this could represent whatever it is, whoever you want to be the quarterback to be. Maybe it's a late round guy, fine, whatever. If you want your quarterback, at a certain point, you got to go get him. And I think that specifically that 5th-year option with what Michael Penix, Bo Nix, and J.J. McCarthy, again, he'll be gone. I think at 18, I think Penix is the guy here. I really do, because more likely than not, the top 6 picks are going to be too rich for my blood. It is going to be a crapshoot on draft night. That's just what I feel. So I really want Penix Jr., and I think that at 18, that's kind of the sweet spot. 18 to 23 is probably the sweet spot if you ask me. You're not giving up too much. You can actually trade back, maybe get a little bit more value, bang for your buck, and you can still get a guy that's got a absolute freaking rocket attached to his shoulder. So I'm going to go Michael Penix Jr. here at 18, and then we're back in the second round with a couple of other draft picks. So, I mean, the Raiders could conceivably get their franchise quarterback and be back in the second round, and things are looking A-okay. So in the second round here, I think that the Raiders got a couple of different things to work on. Now, yes, you've got 2 second-round picks, so some things are going good for you. Let's see. Here's my guy. T'Vondre Sweat just got that DOI. So, honestly, I think he's going to take a draft day tumble, which I think the Raiders should absolutely pounce on. But at this particular spot, I think Kingsley Suamata is the guy that you got to go get. Like, he is an absolute physical freak. I think he's going to be your starting right tackle for a long time. And I think he's absolutely amazing. So, I love Suamata here. Did Bo Nix go? He went to the Saints. Wow. So, Rook Ororo is a lot of fun coming up out of Clemson. I want to get Edrin Cooper. He's also a lot of fun. Javon Bullard. Like, I know Marcus Epps is that guy. Like, he was all right last year, and I know that. I don't think is Trayvon Morig back? I can't quite remember. Like, hey, we'll see here. Safety Trayvon Morig. He's back, yeah. Okay, I really wasn't sold on Trayvon Morig, so, and Marcus Epps back there, like, it is what it is at this point. I think it's a make or break here, but Javon Bullard is an absolute stud. I think he could be a lot of fun. He's solid in coverage. He's great in the box. I want to go Bullard, but I also know we got some other things. Rukororo is a lot of fun, but he's not that big guy in the middle that you want. I still think that goes to T'Vondre Sweat. I really do. Brandon Dorlus is a lot of fun. Michael Hall. Leonard Taylor is also a flippin' load in the middle there. But Rukororo, Chris Jenkins. This one's tough. because you are in a spot where I think, no, we're going to stick and pick. We're going to stick and pick. Between Chris Jenkins and T'Vondre Sweat. I mean, I like Sweat, but I've taken Jenkins in this last mock draft. I think I'm going to go Jenkins again. I love Jenkins. I think that between him and T'Vondre Sweat, they're two of the best run stuffing. I think Jenkins' upside is better as a pass rusher. So this one makes a lot of sense. You can get after the run, and you've got both those guys in the middle. Ooh. And then, of course, there's T'Vondre Sweat. So it is what it is. Okay. So, Jeremiah Trotter there in the third round. Yes. Yeah, I'm going Jeremiah Trotter. So now you're back into the fourth round, excuse me. Things are coming together for you. Bo Limmer. Yeah, I'm going to go Bo Limmer here because I understand he plays center, but I think he could play all over the offensive line. I really do. And I mean, he's got experience, as you can see here. He's played center, right guard. I think he can play all over the line. You got Suamata there to round things out, and then you got Bo Limmer. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Going to come back here into the fifth round. Kalen King is a lot of fun if you ask me. Honestly, he started out the process as a second-round pick, and it's been kind of a whirlwind for him. I'm not going to lie. But I do think that he would be a lot of fun, and I think he would bring you a lot of value. I want a little bit more length, though. I do. QB or CB. McLaughlin's a lot of fun. And he's lanky, too. Is he going to be there at 172? Probably. We got 148, 149. Jeremiah Pritchett. Yeah, I think Kalen King's a good player. I want a lanky corner though, so I'm gonna kind of take a pass here on King. Again, I like his game. I just think overall there's some different things that you could find. Let's see, Bertrand. Who's BPA? I like me some Will Shipley though. Like I think he is the perfect change of pace back for you. And I mean between him and Zeus, I mean they're a lot of fun. And in the fifth round here, I'm gonna go Shipley. And so then we've got the opportunity here. I say, I know people are, like, this is what gets me in the fifth round. People want to say, oh, you're reaching for people at this point. I mean, you can make the argument. I'm going to go McLaughlin here. I love his length. I love his game. I feel like him going in the fifth round here. I know he's always 180. Well, I don't care. Just stop it. Julian Pearl, Tyron Hopper is back. Omar Brown. Let's see. I like me some Omar Brown. I really do. Jordan Whittington, Miles Harden, Trent Day Jones, Isaiah Davis. I almost want to take a stab at another quarterback just to see what's the worst that can happen. Let's see, Dominic Hampton, Curtis Richards. At this point, I think you do go BPA like Julian Pearl. Like there is no guarantees when it comes to some of these guys. So Julian Pearl here, getting a little bit of value just to see how the board falls. I think it makes a lot of sense. And then I like CJ Hansen. Do we go to his younger brother here? Do we double down? I'm going Evan Anderson again. Yeah, I'm sorry. Evan Anderson's my guy. I've absolutely loved Evan Anderson. I felt like he's a guy that he's probably going to be a UDFA, but he's also a guy that you probably take here in the later rounds because he's probably going to go somewhere. And then Carter Bradley. I mean, he's a lot of fun. A small school guy, but he's a lot of fun. Logan Jr.? He's still there? Logan Jr.'s he's kind of fun though. I know, again, smaller school guy. I'm gonna go Logan Jr. here. Like, okay, so this actually ended up not bad. I would definitely take this if this is how it went for the Raiders. So first off the board, yes, we went from 13 to 18. I think you're not gonna want to overpay for a quarterback. Like, you got too many other big needs. You got to do some different things. So you move down 5 spots and you go get they're pointing out McCarthy. I don't care. So right off the bat here, yes, Penix Jr. is going to be your quarterback of the future. I full-heartedly believe that. And he can sit behind Gardner Minshew for a year or two and learn the playbook, do his thing, and you can really fit it around him. Suamata here in the second round, like, I think that's a steal because I think he's immediately your right tackle for at least the next 10 years. You'd love to see it. Chris Jenkins there, who, in my mind, yes, between him and T'Vondre Sweat, I would peg T'Vondre Sweat maybe as the better fit, but Jenkins has better upside here. So I think he's going to be the better pass rusher, and things will work out there. Jeremiah Trotter, he's going to be the man in the middle for a long time. So with these first 4 picks, you could really turn this franchise around quickly. Bo Limmer, got experience playing all over the offensive line. And at some point, I know you just re-signed Andre James, but you could have a guy in there like Bo Limmer that plays right guard until James does eventually age out. And then you've got your immediate replacement in Limmer. Will Shipley here, again, I think he's the perfect change of pace back with what you have with Zeus. I think it would make a lot of sense. Dwight McGlarden here, we're getting a little bit of flack for this one because, it's a reach. He's got tremendous size. He's got tremendous speed. We've seen late-round cornerbacks all the time that end up panning out. It happens way more often than you think, especially with second and third-round corners. Even first-round corners, they definitely don't pan out. This is the draft. I think McGlarden, with the physical tools that he has, would it hurt him to add another 10 to 15 pounds? No, I don't think it would. But I think he's a solid corner, and I think he is going to really impress a lot of people. Julian Pearl here out of Illinois, a smaller school guy, but overall, I think that his upside and specifically where he's played all over the offensive line. Again, we're talking about value here. Evan Anderson, we take him all the time because he's just a meatball in the middle. Again, I think he's probably going to be a 7th rounder UDFA, and I think he should be a priority for the Raiders because I want just a dude in the middle. Like, if things really hit the fan and you want to go trade up for your quarterback, that's fine, but I love me some Evan Anderson. Just give me a meatball right next to Christian Wilkins and life will be good. And then Kenny Logan Jr. here. I like his versatility, and I think that just because he's a smaller school guy, it doesn't matter. I think we got some star powers here. I think Chris Jenkins, Michael Penix, Jeremiah Trotter, those guys could definitely be stars. And I think Will Shipley's going to shock some people. So you got your stars. You've got your players there that are going to make a lot of difference and do a lot of different things. But hey, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. But let us know what you guys think about our latest Las Vegas Raiders mock draft Star Power Edition.